even if you don't have the paper and the fly lifestyle that these two artists possess, this album is still a reminder that life can be beautiful. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Mixtape Mob. If you are rocking with this content, go ahead and smash that like button for your boy. Also, subscribe if you haven't. But today, I'm going to be hitting y'all with my thoughts on this new project from Larry June and 2 Chainz entitled Life is Beautiful. So this is the collab between Bay Area luxury rapper Larry June and the veteran Atlanta, Georgia rapper 2 Chainz. These two artists have collaborated on a song or two before, so I guess their paths were bound to cross for a full-length project. It wasn't something completely unexpected. Now, Larry June and Alchemist have worked very closely over the past couple of years. The Larry June and Alchemist aesthetic is a real thing these days and a bit different from the aesthetics of a traditional Larry June project. And we know the 2 Chainz is a beast at rapping. Now, unfortunately, some folks get it twisted because of his more turned up bangers or the more Atlanta style trap that he's done a lot of. But if you know, then you know the 2 Chainz definitely gets busy on the mic. So his addition to this project added a bit of intrigue for me. Of course, 2 Chainz has flirted with boom bap or more traditional style production in the past, but not to the extent that he is on this project. With all the beats, of course, being crafted by Uncle Al, this album contains 11 songs lasting a brief 37 minutes. There are no guest features. Now, the cover art just evokes all things luxurious. But with that being said, let me go ahead and just hit y'all with that track by track breakdown. The opener, Munyon Canyon, has this sparkling, lavish beat. The vocal harmony is angelic and the strings are gorgeous. And 2 Chainz has the jewel. For you to do it physically, you got to think it mentally. If I put my mind to it, I'll get to it eventually. So I really dug those motivational bars. And yeah, overall, this is a chill, get into the money type anthem and a cool tone setter. Next is Colossal, a slow rolling trap banger with a psychedelic edge. The beat seems tailor-made for 2 Chainz, and he killed the hook and came through with that slick wordplay. But Larry June stepped it up with his trap Larry-like flow, sounding a bit more enthused. Yeah, honestly, both artists slid on Colossal, making it one of the standouts. The next track, I've Been, has a syrupy groove with stripped drums. The beat is definitely smooth and an ideal backdrop for their back and forth to talk about things like minding their own business, drinking water, doing crunches, doing burpees, and cutting off all the women that keep them distracted from the paper. It's definitely some more mature advice, and 2 Chainz hilariously reminds us that nowadays we get deadbeat moms. Afterwards is the highlight, LLC. This has the most boom bap sounding production. I dug the crunchy drums, hazy soul sample. It's one of my favorite beats on the album, and it's one of the more inspirational. Here, 2 Chainz really puts being a grown-up in the perspective with lines like, to me, a gangster is someone to take care of their child. I got mouths to feed. I'm the man of the house. Man, have you ever been depressed and still cracked a smile? And lines like this definitely put a healthier or more positive, realistic spin on what it's like to be a man and holding it down without having to do foolish gangster-like things. Immediately after was the lead single Bad Choices, which had the dreamy sample-based production. The vocal sample was pretty darn alluring. It wasn't a complete banger though due to the minimal drums, but a laid-back one, I'll say. Following this is Life is Beautiful, a positive record where we get these majestic flutes that are so regal and otherworldly. Larry June speaks on the benefits of being a full-time dad and how he's jogging early mornings, doing calisthenics, and getting his mind right while getting his paper tight. And 2 Chainz had the ill wordplay. It's a cold world, Jermaine wearing a mink, even with my shoes off, not facing defeat. And 2 Chainz also had the gem, Careful what you put inside, the outside, the receipt. Then we get a return to the more grim track production on the track Generation. A nice change in pace from the more laid back ones. What stands out most about this instrumental are the chaotic synthesizers. And 2 Chainz sounds right at home over the beat. On the hook, Chainz is acknowledging how his generation is responsible for a lot of the negative stereotypes that have affected the youth in a terrible way. Yeah, so I did like the darker and grittier nature of Generation. Right after is Any Day, which has another lounge-like drumless beat that is probably my least favorite, but it is ultra smooth. Larry has the wise words though, if you really want to win, you got to take the steps. I've done had every whip. I need more investments. Whereas 2 Chainz acknowledges that slow and steady wins the race. Afterwards though is Epiphany. So this wavy, mellow beat sounds like an updated version of what we would have heard on his Pretty Girls Like Trap Music era. You get the humorous lines from 2 Chainz. The cologne you got on came from CVS. You moving with the switch. You need to switch addresses. Yeah, 2 Chainz was easily the standout on Epiphany. But the next song, True Organics, is where Larry June shines the brightest over a groovy guitar back beat. Larry is painting a picture of indulging in his hustler lifestyle and having flashbacks to the days of when he used to pray that he made it out the trap alive. But yeah, True Organics has an instrumental that just embodies Larry June's style so well. And this project comes to a close with Jean Prove. You have these two giving out some fly motion picture-like bars about the benefits of their lifestyle over a laid-back jazzy beat. Definitely a strong closer, and I'd say 2 Chainz was the MVP here. So overall, I'm gonna give this project a rating of 4 mics. I definitely enjoyed it more than I expected. You do have some more thoughtful grown man content and that motivation, of course, sprinkled into the traditional boasting and humor that you would get from 2 Chainz and even Larry June. The production from Uncle Al was solid front to back, and I was glad that he cooked up a couple more up-tempo, aggressive tracks to balance out some of the laid-back, drumless ones. A fear I had going into this project was that it would be a little too sleepy, but thankfully it wasn't. Now, on the lyrical front, Larry June, I think, did rise to the occasion. He dropped some jewels, but 2 Chainz was clearly the MVP across the board. I mean, he was definitely sliding on all beats, essentially. My favorite tracks include Munyan Cannon, Colossal, LLC, Life is Beautiful, Generation, True Organics, and Jean Prove. But let me know what you thought about this project in the comment section. It's your boy, Mixtape Mob. I am signing out, but as always, it's peace and blessings. Larry June, 2 Chainz, Life is Beautiful, The Alchemist, 1.